Hey, what is happening everyone? It's TG Smooth and welcome back to another Ark Survival Evolved video. And today we're going to be going over Life's Labyrinth and how to get all of the artifacts, and there's two different paths that you have to take. So we'll be covering that, and I will put timestamps in the description down below, so if you guys only need one certain path you can skip to it. Anyways, I will be using admin commands as well and just describing to the best of my knowledge on what to expect as far as enemies and things like that go. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to show your support and slap the crap out of that thumbs up button, and also give it a share if you want. I don't care. Anyways, let's just jump into this. So for the next artifacts, which is going to be Massive, Devious, and Clever, we're going to head over to Life's Labyrinth, which is in the desert on the eastern side of the map. And you can see right here, it's right next to this big, huge rock wall. You can't miss it. And then down below are going to be smaller rock formations. And it's going to be the one right below us, right on the base of the mountain. So let's go ahead and fly down there real fast, and I'll give you guys a GPS coordinates. But you are going to need several things for this cave, one being a shoulder mount and another one being a torch and some pretty decent, well, a flamethrower would be useful. You are going to run into some bats, but I am going to be using admin commands, so probably won't see that. Anyways, this cave location is at 51.6 lat and 77.5 long. And let's go ahead and squat down here and then crawl through that. So you can see where I have a shoulder mount already, but we're going to want to go through these cobwebs right here. Be careful, there is like a floor trap when you first get in, so just run past that. And this room's going to have a bunch of buttons in it. We're going to have to push them in order and able to get to the next area. So the first one that you want to hit is right here on the left hand side of those traps, and then this is where I'm gonna type in and cheat and fly for a little bit, guys, because this it takes a long time to get used to these jumps and stuff. So until then, yeah, it would be a really long video if I didn't do this. So you just want to keep going straight and around this wall right here. You're gonna come across two switches. You don't want to hit either one of those, but you do want to jump like up on that ledge and then on top of the buttons to get over here. And this is the button you want to press. So once you press that, all you have to do is jump on the there, over the there, and onto the button to get back out of there, and then back down to where we were. So we're headed back towards the beginning right now. You can see the spike traps right there. We're just gonna head straight from here, make a left, and there's gonna be two buttons. We're gonna hit the one on the right hand side, and let's go ahead and do that. And then as soon as we turn, there's going to be one right in front of us near this little rock pile. You want to go ahead and hit that one. Now to get to the next one, you're going to have to jump up on that button and then get on top of this wall and kind of shimmy it over here. You'll see there's some ledges. You want to jump up on those ledges to get up to this corner, and then from here ignore that switch and jump across these pillars all the way to like the center platform. And then you're going to want to go to this box right back here, and this is going to be where your last button's at. As soon as you hit that, if you've done it correctly, this little floor should open up, and you just want to continue to go down in there. Now I will hit this water so I can show you guys this next part. I will have to be walking, but once we get up to this door straight in front of us, there's going to be a room, and if you mess it up, you're going to get caught on fire, and it's insta-death. So what you want to do is once you get semi-close to that wall, it's going to start opening up. Inside that room, you're going to need to be in the prone. You have to stay in the prone. You can't touch any rock piles like this or any of the statues, or else you're going to die. But you've been warned, so here goes. Let's see if we can get this. Just run up to the wall. Go ahead and get down in the prone. I don't know if you have to wait until like you're at this part exactly, but there's going to be a button over on this left wall. You're just going to want to push it, and then as soon as you push it, you're going to want to make your way towards that back door you just seen open up. Being careful once again not to touch any of these rocks or statues or anything like that. So that was the door slamming behind me in case you were wondering, and it is timed, so you can see right there I wasn't fast enough. I would have to crawl back and do this, but where we have cheats enabled, I'm just going to run across there. You guys can see the fire. So once we hit that, we're just going to want to go to this door and then another jump puzzle. So for this one, if you do fall down, don't worry, you're not going to die. You can get back up here. But you're going to want to hit this button right here, and once again we're going to enable fly, that way I can show you guys exactly what to do. It's going to open up, you're going to want to get on this left hand side of the wall, and this is where it's going to begin. You pretty much just want to jump your way through all these platforms, being careful not to fall down obviously, but it is a pain. And then somewhere along these walls, I believe over on this side, is like a smoke trap somewhere, so just be cautious of that. Alright, and then yeah, I hope you have a lot of movement speed to make these, or maybe that Archaeopteryx would help with this part. But if you continue this along towards the end, you're going to see a drop down below, so if you do fall down there, make sure to check for that. And then you're just going to jump across those pillars and head this direction. There's going to be one switch on the wall, you just want to push it. And this door is going to open up. Now there's going to be like little spares and stuff that shoot out of the walls in this room up here. If you stick to the middle, that's the most dangerous spot. To left and right, you should be good. So let's go ahead and cross that. And there will be some bats in this labyrinth as well, right about now exactly. And I'm going to go ahead and clear those out really fast. So once you clear those bats out, you can proceed straight, and you're going to come into a room with a container in it. If you get close to this container, arrows are going to shoot you, so the best way to do it is just kind of get close and then back off of it. But the next button we're looking for is on this left hand side of the wall, right at this corner. We're going to go ahead and push it, and then the center door is going to open, and we're going to proceed through here. You're going to come across another two buttons, left and right, and we're going to choose the right one. Right, and that's going to open up that door. So this is where you really need to pay attention at. This can get pretty confusing and you can get lost in here pretty easily. So there's going to be three buttons. We want to hit the center one. Once we do that, we're going to ignore that first button and hit the second one on the right. It's going to open the door in front of us. Inside is going to be two more buttons. We're going to want to hit the one on the left. That's going to open the door behind us. And then two more buttons. We're going to want to hit the one on the right. And that's just doors shutting behind me in case you're wondering. And then we're going to come across three buttons. We want to hit the center one. That's going to open the doorway behind us. And then we're going to ignore that one and continue up here a little bit. There are going to be enemies in these caves, so be careful. And then we're going to push that button and then turn around. It's going to be right here where these guys were. And I'm just going to go ahead and ignore them, fly over them. But we're going to proceed through this cavern right here. And there's going to be a hole in the floor. You want to fall down through that hole and continue to go forward. There is going to be another hole in the floor right here. I believe you can fall down this one. It's not like a death pit, but it would be really hard getting out of there if at all possible. And then we're going to come across our first artifact, and this is the artifact of the clever. So once you get the artifact of the clever, you just want to continue to go straight and all the way down this hallway into this door. Alright, so once this door opens, you're going to come across the room with two statues inside of it, one with a dodo and one with a human. And this is where you're going to need your shoulder mount. You can see I already got one in here waiting for me. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this guy up, and this is where you're going to want to throw your shoulder mount into this well. And go ahead and do that like so. It will set on fire, and then this left side will open. It is going to kill your dino, which really sucks. And this is where you're going to need a torch at. It's going to be like pitch black in here, guys. So really need a torch for this part unless you like are Einstein and like I don't know, could figure it out on your own. But anyways, I believe there's a few traps through here. I can't hear them going off, and that's what I'm going off of. But we're gonna want to continue straight. This is gonna be like the part with the most bats in it, and where your flamethrower is gonna come in handy. I'm gonna ignore them for now. I'll just clear them out later and do some editing magic, but we're gonna want to continue straight. It's just a straight shot from here. There's no left, rights. And until you hit this button, go up here, push this button, and it's gonna open up this door. I'm gonna go ahead and clear out these bats real quick before we continue. Right, so with the bats cleared out, we can now proceed, and it's going to take us into a room that has trees. It looks like, you know, the regular wilderness. And right now, we don't have the wall up, but if there was a wall right there, and you guys probably know what I'm talking about, it would block you from getting those artifacts. All you would have to do is shoot some of these animals, and then you're going to hear like a wolf howl. As soon as the wolf howls, you'll see like spirit animals coming out, and you're just gonna have to keep killing them. They'll increase with level all the way up to 250. Once you kill like a couple of level 250 animals, then the wall will clear out, and you can go ahead and come over here and grab the rest of the artifacts. And this is going to be the artifact of the Devious and the artifact of the Massive. And that's pretty much it. So we'll go ahead and grab them really fast, and then to get out of here, guys, all you want to do is follow this right wall when you turn around, and you can kind of see like that's what the wall would look like if it was blocking the artifacts, but it looks like it's blocking the exit, so I would have to clear out, do this anyways just to get out of here. But I'll go ahead and show you guys, because once you drop down in this path, it's just a straight shot, and it will lead you outside into like one of those different rock formations pretty close to where our mounts are going to be. But yeah, you just follow straight down through there and just continue straight, and you'll get out of here. So that's it for this cave, guys. So for the artifact of the Skylord, we're going to be returning to Life's Labyrinth, which once again is in the desert. If you're having a hard time following it, really all you need to do is locate Red Obelisk on the east side of the map, and then follow that eastern shoreline until you come across the desert. And then the first thing you'll see once you turn around or look to the right is this giant cliffside, and the rock formation that's closest to cliffside is the one you're looking for. And we'll go ahead and fly down there. I'll give you guys another grid coordinates, but if you have already watched the part for the artifact of the Clever, Massive, and Devious, then you can go ahead and skip forward through this part until we hit the room with the big giant flame statue. But anyways, you are going to need a scuba tank. Some scuba flippers wouldn't hurt, and also you're going to need another shoulder mount. And this cave location is at 51.6 lat and 77.5 long. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. So this first part's going to be the same, like I said. If you did watch the other ones, you can go ahead and skip forward to that room. But if you're just now watching this one, alright, so once you get inside, you're going to find this door with cobwebs. Right at this door is going to be spike traps. Just be careful to avoid them. And in this room are going to be a bunch of buttons you got to hit in order. And I'm just going to go ahead and enable fly, and that way I can do this a lot easier, but I'll explain the process to you guys as I go. Alright, so the first one you want to hit is when you enter the room, turn around. It's going to be on the left hand side. You're going to want to go this way, make a right, then make a left and another left. Right here are going to be some ledges. You want to jump up on those, onto this one, onto those buttons, and over the wall. This is your next button that you want to hit. Alright, to get out, you would just jump from here to there, on top of the button and over the wall. Alright, once we land, we're just going to want to go back the way we came, past the entrance, up here to this wall, make a left. There's going to be two buttons. We want to hit the one on the right, turn around. The next button is going to be right by this rock pile. We want to go ahead and hit it. You're going to jump from this rock pile to this button on up to this wall, and then follow it around to the left and keep following it to the left. Jump up along that ledge right there to that corner, all the way across here to this pillar, on over to the next pillar, and then to this little box right here. This is going to be the last button that we need to push. Once you push these, if you did it correctly, this center part will open. You only have a little bit of time, so make sure you get there in a decent amount of time. And for the most part, all of these doors are going to be timed, so just keep that in mind as we go throughout this. Alright, so up here you are going to come across the room with the flame statue. Now, you don't want to touch any pile of rubble or any of the statues inside there, and you have to be in the prone position. So you have to be all the way down, crawling, to be able to make it through here safely. So once you get close enough, this door is going to start opening up. Alright, and you can pretty much go up to this part right here, get down in the prone. So unlike last time, we're not going to hit the button directly left to us. We're going to go ahead and crawl towards the big statue in the center of the room. Alright, and pretty much we just want to get under this guy's armpit. So that's just the door closing behind me. We don't want to hit this button. Let me go back into first person. Alright, like so, and then bam, hit that button right there. Just turn around, it's going to open this left hand door, and then we can just book it through there. Alright, so for this part, it is handy to have a flashlight. There are some dark areas down here, but if you don't, that's fine. Alright, and we're gonna go down here, just straight down, and you'll see the little glowing plants. Just pretty much what you're gonna do is follow them and keep going downwards. I'm not wearing flippers, that way I can just take you guys through this part nice and slowly. There are going to be drop locations down here around this area right here. If you go to the left, you can check, or right directly underneath this if you turn around up here. But you'll see the staircase. That's how you'll know you're going in the right direction. Right there's the drop. And then you're just going to want to hook to the right and follow these plants. And then you're going to start swimming upwards from here. You'll know you're going in the right direction when you see the other set of stairs and the plants at the top of them. Okay, so we're going to make a right now and then swim towards the top, towards these like little slabs. And we're almost home free, Johnny. Right, so this brings us to the next area. And this is where I'm going to start typing in more admin cheats, guys. And this way I can just show you kind of where all the dinos spawn, but without having to take the time to kill them. So let's go ahead and type this in really fast. And I'm sorry, my voice is a little scratchy from doing this video. Talking so much. It does take a lot of work. I'm not going to lie. It's taken a lot of try to learn these the way I do to get these videos going. So anyways, we're just going to want to proceed straight. Something, I don't know, I'm out of it right now, guys. But yeah, this is where enemies will fall. You'll need to kill them before you proceed, and then just hug this left side of the wall until you get around to this switch, and you're going to want to hit that button right there, and it's going to open the door right behind you. There's going to be a way to the right and straight. We want to keep straight, and there are plenty of traps through here that's going to fall through the ceiling, like smoke traps and bombs. So just be careful to avoid those. I'm going to try to set them off so you guys can see them though. And right there, whoo, I almost did it, but there is a hole in the floor that you can fall down and die in as well. So you just want to continue straight until you get to these three doors right here. Two in front of you, one on the right. You're going to want to hit that center button and once again kill the dinos before you go in this room. You don't want to go in this room with dinosaurs chasing you. And then you're going to want to hit the button on the left and then on the right. Also, if you take your time in this room, you will get stuck. This door will close behind you eventually, and neither of those two buttons open that. So, once you hit those two buttons, this door will open. You just want to go out and run through it really quick. And then there's going to be a button on your left-hand side. You're just going to want to push that, run forward, hit this button. There are going to be traps that are falling, and that's going to open this door. There's going to be 3 buttons on the wall. You want to hit the one on the middle, then left, and then right, and then run back the way you came. And I'm sorry, you have to do this fast or else it's not going to work. Once you get up here, you'll see that door opening. You want to hit the button on the right, ignore that one, and then hit the one on the left. You're going to notice this is very familiar, but once you get out of here, you're just going to want to run. And there are going to be ads that spawn up here, right about here. You're going to want to either kill them really fast, or if you don't have the capabilities of killing them really fast, just try to run past them. Alright, because this area is timed, you're just going to want to run through the smoke, and this door is going to open up. You want to hurry up and get inside there before that closes. And there's plenty of dinos that will chase you, as you can see. Alright, so that door will close, you can see, in a relatively short amount of time. The next area are going to have like tranq darts that shoot from the ceiling, so just be cautious of those. For the most part, you can just run by them, but you're going to want to see this pillar on the left-hand wall, look to the right of it, and push that button. And you just want to haul balls through here at this point, being careful not to get hit by these arrows until you make it into the next room. So from here, we're just going to hang a right, keep following this long hallway. And this part is the jumping part, and it's pretty annoying. I'm going to go ahead and once again enable fly. You guys are just going to have to jump across here, or if you're on like a cross server and you have the climbing picks or ability to make them, you can just climb the wall straight in front of us. But besides that, you will have to jump across here. You're going to have to time it perfectly and able to do it, but you can take damage from the spikes. It's not an insta-kill. And then you're going to make your way across to this next area. It's going to be another straight shot. And you just want to jump your way across this little puzzle. Ark and their jump puzzles. Jumping puzzles were not meant for this game. I gotta admit that. Until you reach this next area, there's a drop location here. There is nothing down that way. And then you'll come across this area. You want to jump across it again, or use climbing picks at the very end, this wall over here, and just climb your way up. And I promise, we're getting close, guys. We're almost done. Yeah, so you're going to ignore those buttons. And then we're going to go back to walk so we can do this faster. Okay. And then just run down these stairs, and right to the left is the artifact of the Skylord. We'll go ahead and grab that, and then we're going to proceed straight. This door will open automatically, and it's going to take you into the room with 2 statues that have a dodo and a human. You're going to have to provide a sacrifice, and we already got one down here, so let's go ahead and do it. Oh, so close. Alright. On to the next part. So this left part's gonna open then, and you will need a torch for this area. If you don't have a torch, it's gonna be completely pitch black, and it's not gonna be a whole lot of fun through here. But you would go up here and make a right, your first right, and then continue to proceed straight. There are going to be bats throughout this, so if you have a flamethrower handy, but you're just going to want to run straight until you hit that wall. There's going to be a button on the left hand side. Let's go ahead and take care of these guys real fast. Oh no, I can't do that. Okay, so you don't, if you are going through this with admin commands, You cannot destroy wild dinos right there. If you do, these guys will not respawn in here. So just a heads up, trial and error has been learned, but once you get inside this room, there's going to be a wolf that howls. And there's going to be spirit animals that come out. Alright, I'm going to probably have to spawn in some ammo really fast, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it and then clear them out because it is going to take a little bit. But there's going to be these spirit animals that come out. You just want to keep killing them. It's going to be dire bears and wolves. And, well, the bats are just doing the job for me. But once you kill them, they're going to keep spawning and increase in difficulty as you go. It will go from like 50 to 100, 150, 200, then 250. So after you clear out the last remaining level 250 wolves and bears, this area will open and then you can go ahead and grab the other two artifacts if you haven't done a run through for the artifact of the clever. So this is going to be the artifact of the Devious and the artifact of massive. Yeah, I had a brain fart right there. But anyways, to get out, you just want to follow that wall. This barrier is removed now, since we ended up killing those. And then fall down here. Whee! Splish. There's water down there, so you don't have to worry about taking damage. And then you just want to proceed out straight. And then I will actually go through this part this time, because on the last video I didn't show where you come out at, so I might as well go ahead and do that real fast. Right, so this wall is going to open up right here. Alright. a lot of crouching to do, guys. And there's like the cave exit lag. Alright, and then we just want to continue forward. It's just one big straight shot. And then outside, once you do get to this part, you're going to have to go prone again. Alright, and then we should be able to book it out of here. And then back to where you started is just over to the right, and it's at that rock formation. If you just go around to the other side, you'll see your mounts or whatever you came in with. So that's it for this one, guys.